I'm Tim Johnson with Shop Tool Reviews. We're here with Jonathan Bucklew from 1720, and John is the maker of handcrafted furniture. Would that be a good?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So we're here in front of the Felder K 940S sliding table saw. John, tell us a little about what a sliding table saw is.
Okay, so a sliding table saw is basically the same as a cabinet saw, a stationary large table saw. The only difference being where you traditionally have the table on the left side of the blade, we now have a sliding table on the left side of the blade. That allows you to brace your workpiece and to move the table as a whole instead of just your workpiece across the stationary table. And it changes the working position. You work more on the left side of the blade in this triangle than you would on a traditional cabinet saw where you're working in front of the saw. And with the rip fence, you're primarily working with the cross-cutting fence and the outrigger table.
Okay, John, so let's talk a little bit more about some of the specifics or some of the features and specs of the actual 940S.
Right, so the 940S is the largest sliding table saw under the Felder brand. You can get a little bit more computerized if you go to their Format 4 line. But what I did is I stayed with Felder because I'm not using it like a CNC kind of a machine. And you can adjust all kinds of specifications in your saw when you order it. So with this one, we went with a 5.5 kilowatt motor, 3-phase, which is about 7.5 horsepower. We did the power drive unit so that we can adjust the blade height up and down digitally, and we can also adjust the tilt of the blade digitally. The whole power unit tilts. We went with a 12-foot slide. It's a 3,700 millimeter, which is 145 inches. So it slides across the blade an entire length of 12 feet. We did the extra large outrigger table, which is right here. So you have a lot of support for heavy tabletops that you want to cross-cut. It's longer. It helps support sheets of plywood a lot better. The crosscut fence has 2 stops that move out of the way when you're not using them. And the fence extends to 102 inches. So it's a really heavy-duty cross-cut setup with quite a long slide for straight line ripping, long boards, or cleaning those up. The rip fence is goes out to 52 inches, actually a little bit beyond that, but close to 52, I think. So a couple of features I really like about this saw specifically is the dust shroud. The dust shroud adjusts up and down pretty easily. For whatever height workpiece you're using, and the dust collection is fantastic on it. You can put up to a 16-inch blade in there, which is what I have now. If you want to use the scoring blade, you got to go down a little bit in size, but the 16-inch blade is great for cross-cutting and ripping really thick, hard pieces of wood. I also love that there's an emergency shutoff switch on all of my Felder machines and Format 4 machines, right where you would be working. And there's also a power brake right on the machines as well, so you can break the power without having to go back to the box. Another feature I've really come to love on the K940S is the remote start. So down here at the end of the table, you have the start button for your main blade and for the scoring blade. So when you're all the way down at the end of the table and you have it slid out all the way in front of your workpiece, you don't have to walk up to the front of the saw to turn it on. So it starts from there. Now the X Roll system, as you can see, I'm sliding it around. It's the Felder X Roll. It's a very, very smooth sliding table.
So John, you talked about kind of working in the triangulated area here. Can you tell us a little more about that?
Yeah, sure. So with a sliding table saw, you have to take a different approach to where you're working and where you're standing. And now when I first made the move to the sliding table saw from my Powermatic setup, I kept it around because I wasn't sure if I was going to need to keep the other saw set up for ripping because of the change of position. And where the saw kind of protrudes out forward is where I would typically stand. Now on my Powermatic, I had an extension sliding table which would aid in cross-cutting, but it was kind of a halfway step between just a standard cabinet saw setup, table saw setup, and a sliding table saw. So making the change, I wasn't sure how that was going to go with a few of the tasks. I wasn't sure I would be comfortable where I would need to stand. So I ended up keeping the Powermatic around for about 6 months, and I didn't plug it in once And after that point, I decided to go ahead and sell it and just keep this as my only table saw. It's it's different. You have to stand for ripping. You have to stand a little bit to the left of the blade when you're dealing with small pieces. But it actually feels safer now that I'm more comfortable with it. And I do still stand in front of the blade when I'm just dealing with a rip fence and cutting smaller pieces up. But anytime I would need to start moving my body into the position where the table would be in the way, I just come on the other side of the blade. And I found that it's very comfortable. And once you kind of get past that learning curve, working on a traditional table saw feels a little weird. A few things I really like about the outrigger table are how easily you can change the position of the outrigger table along anywhere of the sliding table. So you can move that. You can move the fence position to the front or the back, depending on how you want to use it with your cross-cutting. You can either push it with the fence or you can push it against the fence. It's easy to set the angle of your cross-cutting fence with these guides here. And you have a nice stop position there for a 90-degree cut. It's very square. It stays very square. Everything indexes and locks together. And it slides very smoothly and supports the workpiece very well. I love how the 102-inch crosscut fence collapses down to about 85 inches. And then as soon as you're ready for a wider crosscut, you just simply extend it out, and it stays very rigid and solid. Now, if you're cutting a piece where the dust shroud is going to end up being in the way, or it's too tall, or it's bulky for some reason, it's easy to unscrew that locking nut over there and then just swing that completely out of the way, and then you have the whole table exposed. So a couple things I really like about the rip fence is this round bar that it slides on, and underneath the rip fence has a roller to roll it across the table so you don't have as much drag as you would on a typical rip fence. So you can tip this up and out of the way and then lock it down, and then your fence is completely free from the tabletop. You can also slide this fence back to where you're before the blade, and when you're in front of the blade, you can use your cross-cut fence in conjunction with your rip fence to make repetitive cross cuts on smaller pieces. And when this rip fence is set before the blade, you use the crosscut fence, you won't bind between the two fences because your workpiece is never in contact with the blade and two fences at the same time, only one of the fences at a time. It works well for repetitive cuts. I also think the micro adjustment on this fence is fantastic. Once you lock it in place, you can dial it either direction, about maybe 1/8 of an inch or so in each direction, which gives you about a 1/4 overall adjustment. And that makes dialing in to a real precise number very easy.
Okay, John, so you've had the Felder 940S for several months now.
Yep.
Is this something that you would recommend to other furniture makers or woodworkers?
Absolutely. I think if you're on the fence about moving from a cabinet saw into a sliding table saw, I would say do it. Do it. Don't wait. Just do it. It makes a huge difference. It's a safer machine to use. You can stay more clear of pieces flying out back at you. It's easier for a one-man operation to cut sheet goods. It's definitely safer when it comes to sheet goods. The functions that you use a standard table saw for when it comes to ripping is not as uncomfortable as it may seem, especially once you get used to it. It feels very natural, the position that you stand in, and it doesn't even compare to having an add-on cross-cutting fence to a table. It's made a world of difference here as far as our productivity, how quickly things go, and how safe it can be. And when it comes to the sliding table saw and other industrial machines for that matter, I highly recommend the Felder brand. The German engineering, the precision is superior. They have a level for every entry point. Whether you're a hobbyist, you can find something in the hammer line where you get that engineering that has kind of trickled down into their entry-level machines. They have their standard Felder line is a fantastic industrial machine, and they even have the Format 4, which is a little higher end. It's going to have a little more computerized CNC aspect to it, but it's a fantastic brand, fantastic company to work with. They've been very helpful. and got me set up with the right machines with the right specifications for my use, and I'm absolutely over the moon about them.
So you can check out the full line of Felder products on their website. Also, please keep track of us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, and have a great day.
Hey, this is Tim with Shop Tool Reviews. I'm John. I don't know what kind of wizards live inside of it, but I'm pretty sure they're tiny and they blow pixie dust.
Tell us a little bit about what it's.
Yeah.
One more
It's a
time.
little bit. It's a sliding table. So this thing goes like this. You put the wood right there, and everything's great.
Hi, this is Tim with Shop Tour. 1720. He's a handcrafted furniture maker. Now, John, we're standing.
I'm not handcrafted. He was handcrafted. He's a handcrafted furniture maker.
You sure are handcrafty.
I'm not handcrafted. The furniture's handcrafted.
Oh.
I mean, I was crafted, but
Okay.
not by my hand.